Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Star Cub Review. And this is my second video for tonight. And this one is on female representation in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Now, I know this is a very debatable subject, and I know there's a lot of people within the FGC community that has a lot of debates about this. And we need to get more representation female-wise for female fighter characters. I think, personally, you got the likes of, Ashra, Nitara, Sindel, Melina, Kitana. You've got all of them, Tanya as well. There are some really, really good female characters in the new Mortal Kombat. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like if Mortal Kombat is to move forward in the franchise as a whole, I really think it needs to have more female representation. It needs to definitely have some new female characters, definitely new female characters that we have not seen in the franchise. And then obviously bring in more of the 3D era, like Kira, for example. We haven't seen Kira for a very long time, but I do like the way that Ashra, Nitara, Tanya, Li Mei, and all of them are in it. Although the staples, Kitana and Melina, I really think they need to be put on the sidelines now. I feel they've been used to death in this franchise, along with Sindel, I think, as well. Although I love Sindel, don't get me wrong, but I think they need to be sidelined, and the 3D era characters definitely do need to shine through. Definitely need to go with some more 3D era characters. Definitely need to see brand new female fighters. As an LGBTQ player, I play both male and female, but I lean towards both of them. Although I do play a lot of the female characters as well. One of my favourites being Sonya. She's one of my favourites of all time. And of course, Ashra and Nitara. But definitely Sonya is my main. And it's just so disappointing not to see Sonya in this one, in Mortal Kombat 1. I know she'll be in the story somewhere, but I do know moving forward, we definitely need to see a lot of the mainstay of female characters that have been used to death in this franchise need to take a step aside, and they need to bring in new ones. We definitely need to see maybe a female Scorpion. Definitely Frost. She's a cameo in this one, and she's perfect as a cameo in this one. She should have been used as the main character, but again, she's a cameo, which is really, really good, because I know Frost has been used quite a lot, and I like the human form of Frost from Deadly Alliance days, and not Mortal Kombat 11 days. Mortal Kombat 11's Frost was absolute shithouse. But we definitely need to see a female Scorpion, a female Nightwolf. I know a lot of people have spoken about having a female Nightwolf. I would love to see a female Nightwolf in this. We really need to see some new female ninjas. I'm not exactly sure. It's all up in the air. I know the fighting community in general, they have a lot of debates about it, more representation, but I'm all for having more females over males as well. I know Mortal Kombat, for the very longest time, have really supported the male fighters over the female. But I feel like there really needs to be some new blood with the female characters to really jazzy up the Mortal Kombat franchise going forward, I would think. I would love to see that. Other than that, how does everyone else feel about it? I mean, it's a divisive subject. I know that for sure. But definitely, female representation in Mortal Kombat is nothing new. I mean, you get female representation everywhere, but I feel like with some fighting games, they balance it out between male and female. But I definitely know over the years, Mortal Kombat has definitely leaned more towards the male aspect rather than the female aspect, which I'm not discriminating against male or female. Don't get me wrong, people. I am not discriminating against males or females. I would personally just like to see more female representation, and I know there's a lot of females out there, female players, that would feel the same. Like, to get representation, they feel comfortable playing the female characters over the male, but I know there's a lot of female players that love playing the male characters. So it's, 50-50, definitely going forward. NetherRealm and Warner Brothers really do need to bring us some new female designs, characters, and they don't need to all have, they don't all need to be really, really beautiful, done up to the nines. They don't need to have, glamorous big breasts and all of that. I mean, we've had that. Mortal Kombat 9 was a clear example of the female characters having really big breasts. I mean, overemphasizing that. I mean, you can look at Jade, Katana, Melina, and all of them. Even in Deception, they had a lot of those female characters that had, big breasts, and they really need to be aware that that's not exactly what the female figure all entails. They don't need to be extremely glamorous and stuff like that to get your point across. They just need to be characters. They need to have depth, story, playability. They need to be represented right, in a sense. And Mortal Kombat has done that, but I feel too they have really slipped with the female characters and given more love to the males over the females. I don't know if anyone agrees with me on that. You're welcome to put anything in the comments below, and let's have a discussion about it. Let's discuss the female representation in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Like I said, I definitely know there's female representation in other fighting video games, and some are equal and some aren't. But Mortal Kombat is very divisive in that subject. But I would love to hear from y'all. And on that note, I leave you on this one, and I'll bring you some more content during the week. If you like this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date. And hey, I will see you all with some new videos very, very soon. Oh, and Mortal Kombat 1 is just around the corner. Alright guys, take it easy. Ciao.